Sorry for the delay. I haven't been live in so long. I forgot that I needed my iPad. And I also made tea. But I hope you all are doing well. How's everybody doing? I know it's been so long since I've been live and so long since I've had a video posted. All right. Hopefully things are looking kind of clear. Okay, so we're going to start off with Red Nappy Summer with the clear clappers. Hey, Crystal. Okay, Red Nappy Summer. Higher self advice. Higher self advice. You got it. You know what? I thought I brought that deck in here, and I did not. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to use it tonight. Okay. Let's get you some higher stuff messages. This is for Red Nappy Summer. Let me cut this down a little bit. Okay. So the first card that came out is number 31. I will never quit on my I will never quit on myself. I will always stay in the game. So Spirit is already telling you, don't try to close the book, leave the game, stay in it. So that's kind of funny. That's the first card coming out. And number 4 represents our foundations, right? Our home, stability. And so just keep staying 10 toes down. Literally, keep staying 10 toes down is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Let's see what else we have. We have my peace is my priority, number 16. And so also too, knowing that yes, obstacles, challenges are definitely going to happen and come our way, but that doesn't mean you should give it power to cause you to lose your peace, to lose your sanity. Let's see what else we get. We have my focus is razor sharp, grounded and clear, number 26. So with this particular card, this lets me know that the moment you realize you stay 10 toes down and not give up, not get yourself out the game and just keep focusing on the end goal, you find more peace with that too, with the journey, because you don't let the distractions, the obstacles interfere with your walk to get to the end of the tunnel, if that makes sense. So think of it as you're on this, you're running a marathon, there's people yelling and saying you're gonna lose, and it's just literally blocking them out, and then there's people obviously cheering you on and listening to those voices and locking in on those voices. Let's get a couple of tarot cards. And of course, one card falls on the floor. So we have Gullah Jack, which is the Hangman. And then the one that fell on the floor, let me see if I can reach it without knocking anything over. We have the Eight of Baskets. So one of the biggest things your higher self is telling you right now is to leave behind the mentality of let me just give up. Let me just call it quits. It is what it is. I'm over it. I'm tired of X, Y, and Z. I'ma just sit in this. I'ma just struggle. I'ma just, deal with what I gotta deal with and just let that be my reality forever. Literally shifting the way that you think and like leaving that mindset behind, but also too knowing that sometimes that's what's weighing down the walk of the journey, right? So imagine yourself, imagine you have like 10 suitcases rolling down this pathway, and spirit is like, you only need like 5 of those, and you're like, nah, I want to bring them all. And it's like, well, if you let go of 5 of them, you probably get there quicker, or it won't feel as like it's taking a lot of energy out of you. So being intentional of like, okay, what type of things can I leave behind that literally is holding me back, right? Whether it's something physical, whether it's something that's like mentally, emotionally connected to your thinking, and like how you show up for yourself, is something that I'm hearing spirit say as well too. For some reason, they want you to take ownership of like getting a plant and taking care of it. I don't know if you're already into plants, but if you are, taking the time to really connect with them more, and if you don't have any plants, like getting something that you can manage, that you can take care of very easily, that doesn't require a lot of work, and just like nurture that, like let that be your baby, is another thing that I'm hearing spirit say. I know that's kind of random, but yeah, that's what I hear. But yeah, those are like the main messages your higher self have for you, and just like in terms of like not quitting, not giving up. So do not give up, Rain Heavy Summer. You can still roll your body like diamond and do all the things, but don't give up. All right, so that's what I got for you. All right, up next is Divine Pearl. All right, let me go back to your question, which was, what was Spirit's message with all the lights I saw earlier? Okay. What was the message for Diana with all the lights that she saw earlier? Hey, Deb. We have Aunt Caroline. We have the Son of Coins. We have Railroad Bill. The Six of Baskets. The Courting card. Ten of Sticks, and then the grandchildren. So in terms of what these mean, I believe, I always forget her. I think she's the Wheel of Fortune. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's the Wheel of Fortune. Yep, she's the Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot, Six of Cups. I think the Sun represents the pages, I believe. Let me see. The daughter, yeah, the sons are the pages. This is the Lovers, Ten of Wands, and then the grandchildren. That might be. Is it the Star? Not 100% sure. Let me see. The grandchildren represent. Yep, the Star. Okay, perfect. Hey Deb, you said, I don't know if Cash App is doing that. Let me see if there's something on my end, if I can double check. I know sometimes they'll tell me I have to accept it before it goes through for some people. Yeah, so far I don't see anything. Okay. But yeah, give me a minute and then we can try to troubleshoot it together. Okay, so for you, Divine Pearls, in terms of like what was going on with all of the lights and everything, it definitely seems there was like a variety of messages trying to come through, like a variety of spirits trying to communicate with you, just like a bunch of messages. It seems like there was this veil that was like very thin for you at that moment. And so that's why you were receiving so many lights, because so many guys were trying to communicate with you in that moment. They're like, oh, I want to tell her this, I want to tell her that. And then the other person, I want to tell her this. And, just a lot of people. So some of the main messages that Spirit had for you in that time, at that time, was definitely connected to, I'm gonna just do it from left to right. So the first things first, to know that because both of these cards have a wheel in it. So this represents the Wheel of Fortune. This is obviously a wheel behind there too. I'm hearing the word of timing. And at this time, there are certain moments that you're going to experience with others that that's going to annoy you, if that makes sense. So think of it like literally night and day. Like we're going to have our sunlight during the day, and then we're going to have nighttime during the night with the moon. So it's kind of like there might be moments when the wheel is spinning, it lands on a part that you're not the biggest fan of, but then once you spin it again, it lands back on the things that you like and that you're happy with. So knowing that it's temporary, some of these obstacles, some of these like annoyances, these challenges that you could be experiencing or may experience, in terms of like the next message that spirits were trying to like communicate with you, is there some type of movement within your love life with the Six of Baskets, the railroad bill, and then the courting card, which is the Lovers. There is this energy of like you connecting with somebody, reconnecting with somebody that you have not seen in a long time, like physically. I do see it being two separate people for some reason. It's like, I don't want to say it happens accidental, but it definitely is a surprise of when you all reconnect, when you all come together. And it's very pleasant because it like happens at the right time, the right moment where you may have wanted to see this person or wanted like a certain type of experience. Like, like you could be out and then you just have like that random urge, like, oh, I randomly wanted to do this, or I randomly just want a hug right now. And then like that person you would love to have a hug from, they like show up, or, they let you know like, oh, I'll be in town, in the next couple of days or something like that. Like I see that type of energy coming in. The other message that I get here from Spirit is that you need to be very aware of your posture. And I'm hearing them say, like, one, not slouch as much, but also two, like how you position yourself physically, but also in spaces with people that might have like a higher position than you. So meaning like, don't feel like you have to be small or you don't have to say much. Like you can speak up, you can let people know like, hey, I do know my ish, or I know the following thing, and like standing on it, being 10 toes down with that as well too. I also see them saying to make sure that you are not carrying too much weight physically. So like if you got like 10 grocery bags, don't try to carry all 10 grocery bags at once just to avoid making another trip. Like if you got to take 7 and then come back for the next 3, do that. If you got to carry a case of water and 5 other bags, take as many trips that you have to take. I'm hearing them say like, be strategic about how much weight you physically carry at some point. You might not be carrying a lot of things now, but there's, you could be moving stuff around or like helping somebody with something, and that's where that weight can interfere with like your posture, with your back, right? And knowing that you're supposed to bend with your knees and not your back, right? And then the last message that Spirit wanted to share with the lights is how loved and protected you are. If you're ever, in doubt, or just have like a moment you feel like they're not hearing you, they're not seeing you, they definitely are hearing and seeing you. And they want you to know that you're always protected. And I'm hearing, I just channel a message. I'm hearing Daddy's little girl. So maybe your dad, wanted to just give you like a special little hug today as well. He's giving you, it's funny because like in the car there's a flower, but he's giving you like roses today. Like I see him giving you roses and giving you a hug as well. So he may have been one of those little special sparks too. But yeah, that's what I got for you, Divine Pearls. Okay. Hey, Leandra. Okay, you said you're going to restart your phone and Wi-Fi. Sounds good. Yeah, I don't see... Let me see. So far, I'm not having any issues with it on my end. Let me also check my email. He said you donated as well. Let me see. Did you donate via PayPal or Cash App? All right. And then Arminta, you are up next. Let me go back to my email. Okay, you said don't have any questions. Okay, just whatever comes out. All right, let's see what comes out. That's weird. I didn't get it on Cash App yet. So maybe there is a connectivity issue with it. Let me log out of my Cash App. Or actually, let me log out of a couple of things, and then I'll just shut my phone off and cut it back on. Okay. Oh, there might be a connectivity issue with Cash App tonight. Because Deb, she was having an issue with it as well. Okay. What messages do we have? For Ms. Melanated Geek, we have the Five of Knives. We have the Nine of Knives. We have the Nine of Baskets. We have the Free Man, which is the Fool. We have the Son of Sticks. And then we have the Big Queen, which is the Empress. Very interesting. I get this vibe of like, I'm hearing them say caution and wait. Like caution and wait. One of the big things that I picked up immediately is just this energy of like overthinking, but also to someone's overthinking, like traveling over to you, like trickling over to your thinking, to your mind, if that makes sense. So like how you can be very calm, and then if someone around you is very anxious or very upset, annoyed, then you end up picking up on that energy, and then you might end up being annoyed or anxious as well too. So there could be someone close to you, or just like, you know, from a distance, that is in that energy of like anxiety and just worry, and that's kind of coming on your side. I do get the vibe that I don't know why I physically or visually just saw you like wanting to yell, like slamming a keyboard and just wanting to yell. So there might be moments like maybe at work you're annoyed, or something at work is annoying. In the moment, you just like kind of want to scream. I'm hearing them say like you don't want to drop the ball. You don't want to drop the ball. So don't put that additional pressure on yourself to where you're like, I don't want to drop the ball. I don't want to drop the ball. But then you're carrying so much weight and so many things, and then it breaks you down, right? So being mindful of like how much you're putting on yourself and how much you're putting on your plate, and knowing that if there is a moment where you feel like you're going to drop a ball, let someone help or let someone know as early as you can, as well. But I do love how like at the end of each row there's like these beautiful cards, the Nine of Baskets, the Empress. So it's just letting you know, like, regardless of how things might feel now, if it's a little tense or, you know, a little chaotic, it's going to end well. It's going to work out, and it will be rewarding. So like, don't give up, like stay in the game, basically, is one of the big things that I hear as well. We have I'm living my life like it's golden, number 43. And then we have Money Loves Me, number 1. So this lets us know too that once again everything's working out. And then you think about like the Sun and tarot is like one of the happiest cards, that yes confirmation card. And when I look at the sunflowers, it gives you that vibe, right? And with the money piece coming out, like Money Loves Me, you know, financially things are going to continue to improve for you. I do see like if you are applying for an extension on something or needing an extension on something, it will get approved, and you won't have to worry too much about like feeling like there's so much on you financially at the moment. Like there's going to be a lot of flexibility offered to you if you know need it at any given moment. I also see like someone wanting to give you additional money just because. All right, so yeah, the Six of Knives, the Strength card, and then the Mother of Knives. Hello. Hi, Cherry. Alrighty, so we have these additional cards here. And when I shuffled those cards, I wanted to get cards just about like love in general. And so it definitely seems like there's this energy of guardedness in the heart chakra space. That doesn't necessarily mean it's towards someone in particular, but I feel that it could just be like this natural guard that one puts up just because that's what they're used to doing, if that makes sense. Like you can just do it kind of unconsciously, where it just happens, right? Because it's a part of like a routine that you've, done for so many years. And I'm hearing spirit say like, don't get into the habit of letting that always resurface back up and it becomes innate. Like definitely breaking the cycle and making sure that you're not blocking any type of love out or love in, and also to making sure that you continue to work through past trauma and pain as well. I'm also hearing too that there might be some forgiveness or healing when it comes to your mother. Like there's a conversation that you all have together and it provides like that clarity, and then it also comes with like an apology or like some type of accountability that helps like close that chapter, and it heals a part of that wound that you may still have or still hold on, or even for your mother that she may still have or still hold on. I do see that as well, which is really beautiful and light, and it feels very peaceful. It's another thing that I'm just picking up here. Let us get one of these cards. How are you doing, Cherry? All right, we have the Fox. And so it says here skills, deception, conniving, clever, hidden. And I think that's interesting because I don't know why, but the Fox is giving me like knives vibe, like those first two cards that we pulled. And so it's like not letting things that you have worked hard to get rid of, to release, sneak back in there, sneak back into your mind, your mindset, and try to take over again, or like, sneak into your heart space and try to take over again. I think it's really important for you to be combative with those type of thoughts and those type of energies that are trying to sneak their way back in there. And it's also like, a test for yourself to make sure that you fully are ready to release those things and let it go and not go backwards, right? To keep moving forward, to keep moving towards your new beginning, your fresh start. Because it's very easy to go back to old ways, especially if that's what you're used to for so long. And I'm looking at the Sun and Sticks card, and notice how like there's the snakes in the grass and all of that, and he has like his hand up, and it's like letting you know this is not going to always be an easy journey. So be prepared to fight back, to stand up for yourself, right? And when I say stand up for yourself, I'm not saying necessarily always towards like against somebody else, but more so like with your own self, like, with your own thoughts and your own beliefs and things of that nature. So, yeah, that's what I have for you in terms of just like general messages that Spirit had for you at this time and wanted to share. I'm hearing him say, take a breath, take a break. As well, too. I hope that resonated with you. I know it's been a while since I've been on live, so I'm happy to be back. I definitely missed it. I hope your lives have been going well. Alrighty, let's see if anybody's Cash Apps went through. I didn't get an email yet, but if it continues to like still say pending on your end, I can just do the reading in the morning and then just send it to you that way. Oh no. What is tarot disaster or destroyer? What's that? Sounds like spam. Like what do they call them? Like the spam people. I don't know what they call them. They're not hackers, but you know, those people. Oh, thank you, Leandra. Yeah, if I ever get it, I'll email you and let you know. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Bots. Thank you. Yep, trolls, bots and trolls. I'm like, I know there's other words for it, but I can't think of it. But that's super annoying. I'm sorry those people were there. Let's see. Alrighty, well we did our readings for the night that I was able to get the payments for. But yeah, if anyone sent me or tried to send a Cash App and it says it's still pending, if I receive it later, I'll email you if I have your email on file and just like get your question then. But yeah, so we can just hang out for a little bit. Let's see. Does anybody want some free love notes? I'll do a few of those. Free love messages. Cherry, do you want some love messages? Leandra, do you want any love messages? Alrighty, Leandra. I'll get you some love messages. Alright. So we have, these are just from random people. And then I'll do some love messages from your future person. Okay, so this could be somebody from your past. Do I have what it takes? I think about it every day. I'm sorry for all the pain that I caused you. I need you to know that it hurts me knowing that I hurt you. And then I'm starting to see how you are my light. So that could be from past energy. And then let's get you some messages from your future spouse. We have, our prayers have been heard. This is a blessed union. I love that, especially since this is like your future love, future person. We have, I become mush when I look into your eyes, or when you look into my eyes. Oh, thank you, Cherry. And then we have, treat yourself to something nice today or tomorrow. You deserve it. And then our souls are so happy to be together. I love that. So your future person, I keep wanting to say like future spouse. So your future spouse wants to let you know that this union is blessed and you make them feel all gooey inside. I love it. Alrighty. Cherry, you are up next. Let's get some love notes for Cherry, the fairy. We have, I'm emotionally fulfilled and that makes me better for you. Ooh, this is a sacred bond. Let's grow together. Let's get one more from this deck and then I'll grab another one. Okay, we got 2. Thank you for helping me find my voice. And then you're always singing too, Cherry. And then fly away with me. And then let's grab these guys. We had If I Had One Wish. You've been in my dreams lately. And then let's get one more. I need to man up. Very interesting. I feel like that's connected to you've been helping them find their voice and them needing to man up. So maybe them finding their voice allows them to be the man that they always wanted to be and knew that they could be. I love that. Alrighty. And then I saw Midnight. I think Midnight Mystic wanted love notes as well. And then I'll do yours, Divine Pearls. Alright, Midnight Mystic. We have, I've learned so much from you. I value this connection between us. I've been letting go of what is no longer positive in my life. I may not always have the right words, but I always look at you with loving eyes. Hey, Love Queen. Let's grow together. And then I admire your drive and ambition. So this person looks up to you a lot. Like, I've learned so much from you. I admire you. You've been teaching them how to be a better person, but also how to advocate for themselves. And you are just like a true inspiration to them, is something that I'm hearing them say. I love that. So that's what I have for you, Midnight Mystic. Hey, Love Queen. I'm doing a couple of free love notes for folks. So I'm going to do Divine Pearls, and then I'll get you some love notes too, Love Queen. And then I think that should do it for the night. I'll probably get off at like 8:15. All right, so we have Our Love is So Natural and Pure. I'm emotionally fulfilled, and that makes me better for you. I hope our children have your inner and outer beauty. Our friendship makes this connection solid. I am clear about what I want with you. Let's chill and listen to music together. And then you are my sweetheart. And I'm going to get one last card from this deck. Hey, Deb. I think it is something wrong with Cash App because someone else tried to submit a Cash App payment. So what I said was if I end up receiving it overnight or in the morning, I'll just like reach out and then just like do the reading and then email it. All right, one more card for Divine Pearls. I wasn't ready, but now I'm ready. I'm ready for you. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, Divine Pearls, that's what I got for you. Okay, Love Queen, you're up next. Love notes for Love Queen. And then Deb, I'll get you a couple love notes too. We have I admire your drive and ambition. Fly away with me. I send you signs of my love when we're not together. Our souls are so happy together. I think I have your email, Deb, but if you want, you can email me. I think my email is in the description box. You feel like home, you are my family, and then I love going on walks with you. So that's what I got for you, Love Queen. I hope that resonated with you. And then Deb, I think Deb's the only one in here that I haven't done yet. Hey, Eva. Oh, wow. PayPal's not working either? That's so weird. Let's see. I was just doing like a couple of free love notes for people until like 8:15. Let me see. Let me log in. Yeah, I think there's something going on with Cash App. Eva, let me use another PayPal. It's linked to like my other Etsy shop. But let's try this PayPal and see if it works. Eva, I'm going to update it in the description box as well, but I'll just put it in the chat really quickly. Once I figure out what the link is. Let's see. And for some reason, it won't even let me log into PayPal. It's saying my info is like wrong, which is not, because I've saved my password 1,000 times. Yeah, it says something went wrong on their end. So I think it's something just in the ether. But I will put this other PayPal in here. And we can see if that works. If that doesn't work, then it's definitely PayPal that's having an issue. And then my internet's being weird. We are technically still in Mercury retrograde, so everything is possible at this point. Oh, yeah, I could see that. Trickster energy. I believe it. Okay. So the other PayPal link that I have is the following. I'm going to put it in the chat. See you later, Cherry. Enjoy finishing up your laundry. All right, try that one and see if that works. If that doesn't work, then it's definitely something wrong with PayPal as well. Okay. Okay. Now back to the love notes. So, Deb, I'm going to pull you a couple love notes. Let me go back. All right, a couple love notes for Deb. This one flew out immediately. Where's something edible the next time we're alone? I'm ready now. Let's make magic. Give me more time, baby. I'm becoming my best self. I apologize for the time my words stung you. And let's chill and listen to music together. So those are love notes from someone special. Or multiple people. And then I think that was it. In terms of the people that I said I'll do the love notes for before 8:15. But yeah. Deb, feel free to email me. I feel like I have your email. But email me so I can for sure have your email. Just in case you're... Oh, I think, yeah, I have your email. But yeah. I don't want to publicly say it. But does it have DEE in the email address? I'll just say that. And if it does, then that's the email that I have for you. You're welcome, Diana. Okay, perfect. I'm like, I don't want to put your email out there in the public eye. So I'll just say something that you should know that should be in it. So yeah, cool. But yeah, if I get the Cash App, like if it goes through, I'll just email you and tell you. And then we can do it that way. Okay, I got your PayPal, Eva. I don't know why my other one didn't go through. Or like why the other one didn't work. Yep, after the payment completes, I'll email it to you. And let me see. I was trying to go through the chat to see if you posted your question or whatever it was that you wanted for your reading, Deb. That way I can make a note. Okay, sounds good. Eva, let's do this one. All right, first question. How is Steve H thinking and feeling about you? Ooh, this jumped out immediately. The Two of Baskets, which is the Two of Cups. So you were definitely spot on with like the 30 vibes for sure. We have Aunt Caroline, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Father of Knives. I feel like with the okay, it says in the caption of the Cash App. Okay, cool. I feel like with the Father of Knives card, that represents like his position in the company or like the organization, and it's like this part of him that wants to, you know, pursue, continue to be a little flirty, but then there's this other part like, okay, do I keep it strictly professional? If we were to take it to the next level, like how does that go with the organization? Do we have to tell people? Do we got to tell HR? It's kind of like, you know how people can go down a rabbit hole. He probably has gone down a rabbit hole. I get him like daydreaming. You know how like you can fantasize about something or somebody within like 35 seconds of your whole life with them if you were to be together. It's like they have kind of thought of that. They didn't necessarily like go all the way to like, oh, we're married with kids, but more so like, oh, you know, if you were to go out, I could see it going like this. I could see things, you know, being this way, type of thing. I do get the vibe that he respects you and is just very cautious of like what moves he wants to make and like how he does them. So he doesn't want it to be creepy, or he doesn't want it to feel like he's trying to use his power or use like his position to make you feel some type of way, make you do certain things. Like some people do that. Like they're like, oh, well, I'm the boss or I'm this person. So I know I have like a way that I can, put over people and make them feel like they have to do what I say. It's like he's very cognizant of like how he shows up and how he presents himself to you. So there's definitely flirty vibe, definitely energy where, they are showing interest in like being attracted to you. I see that for that question. And then for the second one, Mother of Knives, Five of Baskets, Eight of Sticks, Son of Sticks, Strength card, and a Free Man. I feel like you shouldn't apply. It definitely gives the vibe that you really shouldn't apply to these new positions, just because it seems like there's going to be a lot, just too much at once. Very high stakes type of situations. I can see people wanting to blame you for things if things fall through or don't go as planned. And it doesn't necessarily mean it was your fault, but like, okay, this is the person we're going to blame, right? Type of thing. I do feel like if you were to accept the position, like if you were to, apply, interview, and get an offer and accept the position, there's a lot of stuff that you're going to have to clean up, right? And I don't think that's something you want for yourself at this time. I think that if anything, you want to just kind of stay where you are now with the organization and just get a feel for how things are set up, and like also, if there's any other positions elsewhere that you might be interested in, right? I feel like with this Free Man, with it, which is the Fool card, this lets me know like there is this novice energy here. So it could be there's not a lot of training or a lot of hope for those newer positions that they wanted you to apply for. Like let's say like they never had a position like that before, so it's like there's very little work and like evidence and foundation to go off of, right? And so that makes it even more challenging, because then it's like you literally have nothing to go off of, versus if someone has been in the role multiple years, or like there's been people in that role for many years, they can give you feedback, or they can say like, oh, we notice when people join this organization, they're in this position, this is what happens, this is what they got to look out for, blah blah blah. But yeah, I wouldn't apply to those positions just yet. I think just staying where you are now and just seeing how things go, seeing if you even like it, right? Because if you apply and get accepted, and then you move into that new position, you got to deal with all of the heavy lifting and all the work that they're going to throw at you. And I feel like they're throwing a lot at you, and it won't even feel like you're truly being compensated for it fairly, right? So let's say you're like a program manager, or like let's say that's the position, right? But then it's like they're throwing stuff to you that you feel like the executive director or like the associate director should be doing. So that's something to be, mindful of, because you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're overwhelmed, and then, it's easier to make more mistakes because you don't know a lot of like how to manage all of it. And then that gives them the motive, or like, that, how do I word it? That initiative to like say, well, your performance is not as great, so we're gonna have to let you go, type of thing, versus like, you know what, you do really well at the job that you have currently. So that's just something to be mindful of. And it's not to say like, later down the road things could be better and then you can apply, but I think as of now you definitely should hold off on it for sure. Okay, so yeah, that's what I got for you, Eva. I hope that resonated with you. And I think that's going to conclude our live for tonight. I think that was everybody. But yeah, like I said, if you sent the PayPal and it still says it's pending, we'll just see if it goes through later tonight or tomorrow morning. And if it does, I'll email you. Yes, ma'am. I am a Delta. Oh yeah, you got the other PayPal link. I was like, do I have something on here that says that gives Delta vibes? My PayPal link gives the Delta vibes. You're welcome. But yeah, I gotta figure out what's going on with my other PayPal. Because that's gonna be quite annoying. Or I might have to make another one. We'll see. We'll figure it out when the time comes. Alrighty. That's going to conclude our live for tonight. I'm happy to be back and, just hang out with everybody. I do pray and hope soon I am granted permission to post videos and do all the things like we used to do back in the day, the good old days, right? But yeah, I probably will have videos. Well, I have to have videos coming up soon because I have like some sponsorships that I have to start doing. And I need to get those out there. One is gonna be like a fun one. And then I think I might have to do another sponsorship and like multiple videos just because it's multiple items. We'll figure it out. But that's just a heads up. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I love you all. Can't wait to be back fully and doing all the things. Everybody stay well. And yeah, I'll be back soon.